the place of butter. It's dairy-free. It's actually vegan. And that's coconut oil. 1 cup of packed brown sugar. Coconut oil is also packed into the cup measure like the brown sugar. This is a half a cup of coconut oil. And it just completely takes the place of butter. Virgin coconut oil is often used as a butter substitute, and it is unrefined. It imparts a sweet, fragrant flavor to baked goods made with chocolate. Look for it sold in jars, and be sure it says virgin, extra virgin, or unrefined on the label. If you buy refined coconut oil, it'll be flavorless. So mix the 2 ingredients together. Add a teaspoon of vanilla. Add 2 large eggs. The fresher, the better. And kind of mix in your dry ingredients. 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. Now, when I say all-purpose flour, I mean all-purpose, unbleached white flour. A half a teaspoon of baking soda to counteract that acidity in the brown sugar, and a teaspoon of salt. Who knew that brown sugar was a bit acidic? And that's because it has a lot of molasses in it. So these are your dry ingredients ready to add. I'd scrape down the bowl if I were you. A lot of it's just sticking to the sides. And we have some flaxseed, 3 tablespoons of flaxseed, which if you put in whole will be kind of hard and chewy. So it's great to grind it up a little bit in a spice grinder. Grinding brings out the flavor. And if you don't grind them, the flax seeds just go right through you. It's not absorbed at all into your digestive system. See how nice and powdery it is? This goes into our dry ingredients. Flax seeds contain heart-healthy omega-3 fatty acids and fiber. Flaxseed can replace eggs and vegan baked goods because they become gel-like when soaked. For each egg, you would like to substitute soak 1 tablespoon of ground seeds and 3 tablespoons of water for at least 10 minutes. Now add your dry ingredients on low speed. So because we added eggs to this cookie, it is not a vegan cookie, but it is a dairy-free cookie with no butter. And now we'll add the rest of the ingredients. 3/4 of a cup of coconut flakes. Use unsweetened coconut. A half a cup of oats. A half a cup of pepitas. These are the insides of the pumpkin seeds. Chocolate. 5 ounces of bittersweet chocolate, finely chopped. And 1 cup of dried cherries, which can be dried blueberries, they could be dried cranberries. There. That is our mix. What a beautiful cookie dough this is. Hard to call this a cookie dough. It's like a fruit dough. So at this point, it's good to refrigerate the dough, and that will inhibit the spreading of the cookies during baking. If you put an icy cold cookie dough ball on your baking sheet, it will spread more slowly than if you just tried to bake this one. And also all the flavors will kind of meld in the refrigerator. So refrigerate at least for 1 hour or overnight. Cover with plastic wrap. Use a small, this is like a 1.5 ounce ice cream scoop. Place the scoops right on a parchment-lined baking sheet. And using a scoop like this will ensure uniform size cookies, which is always nice because they'll take exactly the same amount of time to bake. You can make a whole tray of these, just crowd them on, freeze them, and then put them into sealed plastic bags or plastic containers, and you can just bake them off whenever you need some extra cookies. So preheat your oven to 350 degrees, bake the cookies about 13 to 14 minutes. Make sure you cool the cookies once out of the oven on racks before you try to store them. Arrange your cookies depending on how many people you have. I would say 1 cookie per person. These are big cookies, and they are rich, delicious cookies. Serve them with milk, with tea, cafe au lait. I can't think of a better snack to take on a hike through the woods